So today's adventure, we're going to see some pandas, and actually these little red pandas, I've heard they're really cute. We might be in for a bit of surprise there, hopefully. Now this centre is one of 3 centres here in Chengdu, and it's a coolish Friday in early spring, so there's not so many crowds. Inside I've seen already that there's not too much in terms of queuing to get in, and it's just 55 RMB, so that's a really good price, yeah? So around at the time of recording, that's about $10–11 Australian, and I think possibly one of the best value for things to do in China, if not in Chengdu, of course. So, and it's China, you got to see pandas. Let's go see some. Now, a little timely reminder here about online ticketing and getting into venues here as a Laowai foreigner. You're always going to need your passport, typically, as the means to get in, and the online ticket is linked to your passport number, so make sure you get that number right when you're buying tickets. Okay, by the looks of it, we're here. We've just come inside, and look, it's a bit of an open area type thing, very green, and a water feature here, but we're going to take the trail by the looks of it and just go and find some pandas along the way. Looks like their settings are actually quite friendly. As you can see here, things are in a number of different languages, making it a little bit easy for us, so let's get on the way. Wow, look at that first panda moment. Just visiting with Chihang, and you can see here there's a male of the species and born in 2018, so relatively young. I was reading that they tend to live up to 30-something years of age. Interestingly, and of course we know that they're endangered, but how endangered? 2060 is the estimated current population according to Wikipedia, with only 1,800 in the wild. Of course, pandas are herbivores and pretty much spend the whole time smashing as much bamboo as they can eat. You guys are having a pretty good sleep by the looks of. After a busy day of eating, just going to sit around and let your body do what it needs to do. And I'm pretty sure that's panda poo. So pandas are so cute. When it comes to cute, I like to compare koalas to pandas. And koalas are a clear winner. At 10 to 16 kilos, you can actually cuddle a koala, while pandas at 160 kilograms are not cuddly and going to resent your amorous advances in a potentially deadly way. Such was the experience of a researcher recently who wound up dead because he got a bit handsy when approaching a panda in the wild. Subsequently, there's plenty of smart advice about not trying to cuddle pandas in the wild, which, funny enough, that aligns with my similar advice when it comes to dating outside your weight class. Anyway, enough of pandas, let's see what comes next. Check these fellas out. Xiao, Shong, Mao, but we know them as red pandas. No relation to pandas, despite the name, and so far as my logic goes, no relation either to koalas. Interestingly cute and potentially cuddly, story goes that they are more related to raccoons, and I guess there's a family resemblance, but nothing more. Here you actually see that the minders are actually keeping people away from their little friends, the red pandas. And it's a good thing because there's plenty of people trying to go hands-on here. Anyway. So in closing, about this panda zoo centre, look, I think it's really well done. These enclosures you can see are quite roomy and they keep them well away from humans. There's always a minder keeping people away. Now the price, 55 RMB at the time of publishing, an extra 20 RMB for the parking. So it's a pretty cheap day. I think it's really excellent value for money. So in Australian dollars, in current currency terms, that's like $10, $12 to come and see, get your fill of pandas. I've been here about an hour and a half or something like that. And of course, the real highlight for me, I really enjoyed seeing the red pandas. They were really special for the fact that they're able to walk amongst you. But highly recommend it. Come check it out if you're in Chengdu or got some Chinese tourism desires. Make sure you include a wonderful panda experience like this one.